Welcome back to Wake Up America. So now today's business headlines. In just about an hour or so, we will get the first look at the August jobs numbers and the strength of the U.S. economy. Now, starting with a quick look at the markets were largely unchanged as investors wait for those numbers. S&P closed at a new record high. Dow and NASDAQ also made slight gains. So here to break it all down, Hillary Fordwich, president of Streehl Marks. So, Hillary, warning signs flashing about the job market losing steam. That could become more obvious today as we brace for this new jobs report. What do you think we see when the numbers come out at 8:30?
Yes, I do think you're going to see softening in the market, Mark. Pleasure to be back with you. That, although, does bode rather well for the Fed cut. Now the predicted Fed cut is up from, I think it's 96% to 97.4%. But I think with this softening, that's going to really just force the hand of Jerome Powell to lower interest rates. What we did see, though, Mark, was a great growth in the leisure and hospitality industry. Of course, we were coming off the summer, but we saw a little bit of softening in the healthcare industry. But I will say this, 10,000 Americans retire every day. The healthcare industry, this just must have been something unusual because the healthcare industry is going to grow. And last but not least, E.J. Antoni, our friend that's often been on this show, he is now over there, of course, at the Labor Department. And we saw last year, 11 of the 12 months, revisions of the job numbers down. So they weren't realistic. I think this number was more realistic yesterday. And I think today the jobs numbers are going to come in to be far more realistic, albeit a bit soft.
You know, relating to that, so we also saw yesterday first-time claims for unemployment rise to an 11-week high. Last month ranked as the worst August for layoffs since the pandemic. Now there's this new trend called job hugging, where more and more workers are holding on to their jobs out of fear, and they're less confident they'll be able to get a new one. So what do these numbers all tell us? I mean, job-to-job change rate, job hugging, the softening labor market. I mean, do we have bigger problems with the overall economy?
What we have, Mark, overall, I keep calling it and referring to it with all the businesses I deal with. I call it wait and see. People really, they say not hiring, not firing. And yes, employees are doing exactly the same as all the companies. It's due to a lot of uncertainty. Of course, President Trump has only been in office since January. What with the tariffs, what with all the global changes, what with all the reshoring, I do predict that in the future, there's going to be far more stability. But Mark, there's been too much uncertainty. Companies are feeling it, employees are feeling it. And yes, it's wait and see in every aspect of the job and the corporate market.
Hillary, great to see you. Have a great weekend.
You too, Mark.